Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the timeless principles of Stoic wisdom to help you tackle one of the most common obstacles to productivity: procrastination. Procrastination can stand in the way of achieving our dreams and goals, but with the right mindset, it's a challenge we can overcome. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you can develop the discipline and focus needed to defeat procrastination and lead a more purposeful life. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful Stoic techniques that have been guiding people for centuries. These techniques, rooted in Stoic wisdom, will help you understand the nature of time, build resilience, and enhance your self-control. Whether it's about managing daily tasks or working towards long-term goals, these strategies will empower you to take decisive action and stop procrastination in its tracks. As we delve into these transformative techniques, remember that applying Stoic wisdom to your life can create profound changes in how you approach your responsibilities and challenges. We're excited to share these insights with you and see how they can make a difference in your life. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more content on Stoic wisdom and practical life tips. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or any techniques you found useful in overcoming procrastination. Share this video with friends who might benefit from these strategies, and give us a like if you enjoyed the content. Let's harness the power of Stoic wisdom together and transform our approach to procrastination. Number 1. Change your focus. First and foremost, shift your perspective. Procrastination is a luxury problem, often found in more affluent societies. We procrastinate because we can afford the time to do so. Consider asking someone struggling to find their next meal if they have time to procrastinate. The answer will almost certainly be no. Many of us enjoy a relatively comfortable existence, which means we must cultivate a stronger sense of urgency to handle our responsibilities effectively. When we procrastinate and face an impending deadline, we end up cramming everything into the last possible moments. As the deadline looms, our laziness tends to vanish, and we suddenly become efficient, driven by the urgent need to complete the task. This urgency can be a powerful motivator. To harness this sense of urgency, create your own deadlines for various tasks and responsibilities. Self-imposed deadlines can mimic the pressure of external ones, compelling you to act promptly and consistently. But how can you ensure adherence to these self-imposed deadlines? One practical approach is to involve a friend or family member in your plan. For example, tell them that if you fail to meet your deadline, you will owe them a sum of money. This added consequence can provide a compelling incentive to complete your tasks on time. Let's illustrate this with an example. Imagine you have a significant project at work due in 2 weeks. Rather than relying on the actual deadline, set a personal deadline for 1 week. Inform a colleague that if you do not finish the project by this self-imposed deadline, you will treat them to lunch at an expensive restaurant. The potential cost and the accountability to your colleague can create a sense of urgency, pushing you to complete the task promptly. This strategy not only helps you avoid last-minute rushes, but also ensures high-quality work, as you are less likely to make mistakes when you're not working under extreme pressure. Increasing your sense of urgency is essential for overcoming procrastination. Reflect on the comfort of your life and realize that this comfort allows room for procrastination. By acknowledging this, you can take steps to instill a sense of urgency in your daily tasks. Use self-imposed deadlines and involve others to hold you accountable. These tactics can transform your approach to responsibilities, making procrastination a thing of the past. The key is to act now, not later, and to maintain this momentum in all areas of your life. Remember, overcoming procrastination is not just about managing your time better, it's about changing your mindset and creating a structured approach to tasks. By doing so, you can significantly enhance your productivity and reduce the stress associated with last-minute efforts. Adopting these methods will not only help you in professional settings, but will also improve your efficiency in personal projects and everyday chores. The next time you feel the urge to procrastinate, remind yourself of the importance of urgency and take immediate action to stay ahead. Number 2. Avoid low-level distractions. When we procrastinate, we often turn to activities that offer little to no value to our lives. These low-level distractions, such as mindlessly scrolling through social media, binge-watching TV shows, or playing mobile games, serve as temporary escapes, but do not contribute to our personal growth or well-being. They fill the time we should be using productively, leaving us with a nagging sense of guilt because we know we should be doing something more meaningful. These distractions are particularly insidious because they don't provide true relaxation or enjoyment. Deep down, we understand that we're avoiding important tasks, which diminishes our ability to enjoy the distractions fully. For instance, you might spend an hour on social media instead of working on a crucial project. Even though you're engaged in something entertaining, there's an underlying awareness that you're wasting time, leading to feelings of unease and dissatisfaction. To break free from this cycle, it's essential to change the sequence of your actions. Prioritize work first, then allow yourself to enjoy leisure activities. This shift not only enhances productivity, but also improves the quality of your downtime. When you complete your responsibilities first, you can relax and enjoy your leisure activities without any lingering guilt or anxiety. Let's consider an illustrative example. Suppose you have a major presentation to prepare for work, but you find yourself constantly drawn to checking your phone for new messages or updates. Each time you succumb to this distraction, you lose valuable time and focus, making the task seem even more daunting. Instead, set a specific goal to finish a portion of your presentation before allowing yourself to check your phone. You might decide that after completing the first draft, you can take a 15-minute break to catch up on social media. This way, you use the distraction as a reward rather than a procrastination tool, transforming it into a motivator. Implementing this approach requires a clear plan and self-discipline. Start by identifying the most common low-level distractions that tempt you. Once you recognize them, set specific realistic goals for your work. Break tasks into manageable chunks and reward yourself with short breaks after each milestone. This method not only keeps you focused, but also makes large projects seem less overwhelming. Moreover, consider creating a distraction-free environment to enhance your focus. This could involve turning off notifications on your phone, blocking distracting websites during work hours, or finding a quiet workspace where interruptions are minimized. By controlling your environment, you reduce the temptation to engage in low-level distractions, allowing you to concentrate better on the task at hand. Another effective strategy is to schedule specific times for leisure activities. By allocating time for both work and relaxation, you create a balanced routine that respects your need for productivity and enjoyment. For example, dedicate the first hour of your day to your most important task, followed by a short break to stretch or grab a coffee. Then, dive back into work for another focused session before taking a longer break for lunch or a walk. This structured approach helps maintain a steady workflow and prevents low-level distractions from derailing your productivity. Ultimately, avoiding low-level distractions and reordering your actions work first, then play can significantly improve your efficiency and overall satisfaction. By focusing on your responsibilities before indulging in leisure activities, you ensure that your work is done effectively and that your free time is genuinely enjoyable. This disciplined approach not only helps you overcome procrastination, but also leads to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Remember, the key is to use distractions wisely as rewards, not as escapes, thereby enhancing both your productivity and your enjoyment of leisure. Number 3. Reorganize your responsibilities. Some tasks can be daunting or time-consuming, leading to feelings of overwhelm or anxiety, which in turn can cause procrastination. So, what can you do in such situations? If you were asked whether you could work for 5 uninterrupted hours, you'd likely say no. But what if you were asked to focus for just 1 hour? That seems more feasible. And could you manage to concentrate for 5 minutes? Almost everyone can. This approach, breaking down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, can be incredibly effective. By focusing on one small part at a time, the overall task feels less intimidating, and you're more likely to get started and keep going. Let's consider an illustrative example. Suppose you have a 20-page report to write for work, which seems overwhelming. Instead of aiming to complete it in one sitting, break it down into smaller sections. Start by outlining the main points you need to cover. Then, focus on writing just the introduction. Once that's done, take a short break. Next, work on the first section, and so on. By dividing the report into smaller tasks, each 1 hour or even 5-minute session feels more manageable, making it easier to make progress without feeling overwhelmed. This method not only helps you start the task, but also maintains your momentum. Each small victory, such as completing a section, boosts your confidence and motivation to move on to the next part. Additionally, the sense of achievement from completing these smaller tasks can provide the positive reinforcement needed to keep procrastination at bay. To implement this strategy, begin by listing all your tasks and breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps. Prioritize these steps based on their importance and deadlines. Use a timer to work in focused intervals, such as the Pomodoro technique, which involves working for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This not only helps maintain concentration, but also prevents burnout by ensuring regular breaks. Create a conducive work environment free from distractions. Turn off notifications, keep your workspace organized, and set clear boundaries for work and relaxation times. By controlling your environment, you minimize interruptions and enhance your ability to focus on the task at hand. Moreover, incorporate flexibility into your schedule. If you find yourself stuck on a particular task, shift to another smaller task that you can complete more easily. This keeps you productive and maintains your momentum, rather than allowing frustration to lead to procrastination. Reorganizing responsibilities by breaking them down into smaller tasks can transform the way you approach work. It makes daunting tasks feel more manageable, reduces anxiety, and helps maintain focus. Remember, the key is to start small. Whether it's 5 hours, 1 hour, or 5 minutes, each step forward is progress. By applying this method consistently, you can tackle your responsibilities more effectively and keep procrastination at bay. This disciplined approach not only enhances productivity, but also leads to a greater sense of accomplishment and reduced stress. The next time you face a daunting task, remember to break it down, focus on one small part at a time, and watch your productivity soar. Number 4. Take the first step. Every procrastinator knows that starting a task is the hardest part. Once you begin, you've already surmounted the most challenging obstacle. The key is to push yourself to start without overthinking the duration or complexity of the task. Don't worry about how long it will take to finish or how difficult it might be. Just focus on taking that first step. Starting is difficult, but it's the most crucial step and will create the momentum needed to carry you forward. After that initial push, the subsequent steps become easier to follow. This momentum propels you through the second, third, and fourth steps, making the process feel more manageable. Being a procrastinator has a hidden advantage. Once you start, you're likely to keep going because you know how hard it is to restart after stopping. This innate understanding can actually drive continuous progress once you get over the initial hurdle. Let's consider an example to illustrate this. Imagine you have an important but overwhelming task, like organizing a large event. The sheer scope of the project can be paralyzing, making it easy to procrastinate. Instead of fixating on the entire event, focus on the first small step. Perhaps it's making a list of potential venues. Once you've done that, the next step could be contacting one venue for availability. By breaking the process into these initial, manageable actions, you build momentum. With each completed step, the next one becomes easier, and before you know it, significant progress has been made. To facilitate this, try setting a timer for just 5 minutes and commit to working on the task for that short period. Often, the hardest part is getting started, but once you're engaged, you'll likely continue working beyond the initial 5 minutes. This technique, known as the 5-minute rule, can trick your brain into starting a task without the overwhelming pressure of finishing it all at once. Create a conducive environment to support this approach. Minimize distractions by turning off notifications, setting up a clutter-free workspace, and having all necessary materials at hand. These small preparations can make the act of starting less daunting. Additionally, reward yourself for taking that first step. Positive reinforcement, such as a small treat or a break after making initial progress, can build a positive association with starting tasks. This can help reduce the mental barrier over time, making it easier to start future tasks. Taking the first step is pivotal to overcoming procrastination. By focusing on the immediate action rather than the entire task, you reduce the initial resistance. The momentum generated from this first step can carry you through the task, making the process more manageable and less intimidating. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start now, and the path will become clearer with each successive step. By consistently applying this strategy, you can transform your approach to tasks and significantly reduce procrastination. Each small step taken reinforces the habit of starting, ultimately leading to greater productivity and a sense of accomplishment. So, don't hesitate, take that first step today and watch your tasks become more manageable and your productivity soar. Number 5. The 5-second rule. This technique is an effective strategy to overcome the initial hurdle of starting a task. As the name suggests, the rule involves counting down from 5 to 0 and then immediately beginning the task at hand. The goal is to clear your mind and eliminate any second guessing or hesitation. Just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and start. This method works because it interrupts patterns of procrastination and indecision. By focusing on counting, you shift your attention away from doubts and concerns about the task. The countdown serves as a cue to act, reducing the time you spend deliberating and increasing the likelihood of starting the task. Personally, the 5-second rule has been a game changer in my daily life. Whenever I face a task that I'm reluctant to begin, I count down from 5 and then dive in without overthinking. This simple trick has helped me tackle numerous bothersome tasks efficiently. Let's consider an illustrative example. Suppose you need to make an important but potentially awkward phone call, such as addressing an issue with a service provider. The thought of the conversation might make you anxious, leading to procrastination. Instead of dwelling on the discomfort, use the 5-second rule. Tell yourself, in 5 seconds, I'm going to make this call. Then, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as you reach 0, pick up the phone and dial the number. The countdown focuses your mind and propels you into action before doubts can creep in. To make this technique even more effective, combine it with preparation. Ensure you have everything you need to start the task readily available. For the phone call, have the relevant information and notes in front of you. This minimizes excuses and reduces friction, making it easier to begin as soon as you finish counting. The 5-second rule can be applied to various tasks, whether it's starting a work project, getting out of bed in the morning, or initiating a workout. The versatility of this method makes it a powerful tool in overcoming procrastination in different areas of life. The simplicity of the rule counting down and then acting bypasses complex mental barriers and excuses, making it straightforward and easy to implement. Furthermore, the 5-second rule can help build a habit of immediate action. By consistently applying this technique, you train your brain to respond quickly and decisively, reducing the tendency to procrastinate. Over time, this can lead to improved productivity and a greater sense of accomplishment. In conclusion, the 5-second rule is a practical and effective strategy to help you start tasks without hesitation. By counting down from 5 and then taking immediate action, you can overcome the initial resistance to starting tasks. This technique interrupts procrastination patterns and creates momentum, making tasks feel less daunting. Whether it's a challenging work assignment or a simple daily chore, the 5-second rule can help you take that crucial first step. Incorporate this method into your routine and experience a significant boost in your productivity and efficiency. Number 6. The Pomodoro technique. This method helps break your work time into manageable chunks, making it easier to tackle tasks. The thought of working for 5 hours straight can be daunting. However, by dividing that time using the Pomodoro technique, the workload becomes more accessible and less intimidating. The Pomodoro technique involves working for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This interval is called 1 Pomodoro. After completing 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break of 20 minutes before starting the process again. This structure ensures that you work with full focus for shorter, more manageable periods, reducing the likelihood of burnout and procrastination. Imagine you have a major report to write. Thinking about spending hours on it might make you procrastinate. Instead, apply the Pomodoro technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on the report. Once the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break to relax. Repeat this cycle 4 times and then enjoy a 20-minute break. By doing this, you break down the task into 4 focused work sessions totaling 1 hour and 40 minutes, interspersed with breaks that help maintain high productivity levels. This technique is effective because it aligns with our natural attention spans. Most people can concentrate well for about 25 minutes. By working within this time frame, you ensure that your work periods are productive. The frequent breaks also give your brain a chance to rest, which can improve overall focus and efficiency. To implement the Pomodoro technique, start by listing your tasks for the day. Choose a task, set a timer for 25 minutes, and work on the task until the timer rings. Then, take a 5-minute break. After completing 4 Pomodoros, take a 20-minute break. Repeat this cycle throughout your workday. Creating a conducive work environment can enhance the effectiveness of the Pomodoro technique. Find a quiet space, minimize distractions, and gather all necessary materials before starting. This preparation helps ensure that your 25-minute work sessions are as productive as possible. Additionally, use your breaks wisely. During the 5-minute breaks, do something that relaxes you, such as stretching, walking around, or having a snack. For the longer 20-minute breaks, consider activities that refresh you more deeply, like a short exercise routine or a quick chat with a friend. These breaks should help recharge your mind and body, preparing you for the next round of focused work. Let's say you're a student preparing for exams. The Pomodoro technique can help manage your study sessions effectively. Instead of planning to study for several hours, break your study time into 25-minute intervals. Focus on one subject or topic per Pomodoro, take 5-minute breaks in between, and a longer break after completing 4 sessions. This method helps maintain concentration and make studying less overwhelming. The Pomodoro technique is a practical approach to managing time and enhancing productivity. By breaking work into 25-minute segments, you make large tasks feel more manageable and maintain high levels of focus. Incorporate this technique into your routine to see improvements in how you handle work and reduce procrastination. By facing your tasks in short, productive bursts, you can achieve more with less stress, making the Pomodoro technique a valuable tool for anyone looking to boost their efficiency. Number 7. Eliminate distractions. Our brains naturally seek the path of least resistance, so it's crucial to remove anything that might divert your attention from your work. If your phone, a video game, or any other distraction is within reach, it becomes far too easy to procrastinate. Instead, create an environment where procrastination is difficult and completing your task is the easiest option. Begin by identifying the specific distractions that typically interfere with your work. Once you've pinpointed them, take deliberate steps to remove these distractions from your workspace. This might mean putting your phone in another room, logging out of social media accounts, or setting up a dedicated workspace free from unnecessary clutter and entertainment options. For example, if you find yourself constantly checking your phone for notifications, implement a simple yet effective strategy. Place your phone in a drawer or another room while you work. You could also use apps that block social media during work hours. This way, you minimize the temptation to check your phone, allowing you to focus more intently on your tasks. Creating a distraction-free environment requires some effort but is highly beneficial. Consider using noise-canceling headphones if noise is an issue, or setting up a specific area in your home or office designated solely for work. Ensure that this space is well organized and contains only the essentials needed to complete your tasks. Additionally, communicate your need for focus to those around you. If you work from home, let your family or housemates know your work hours and ask them to minimize interruptions during these times. This helps establish boundaries and creates a supportive environment for productivity. An illustrative example could be a writer working on a deadline. The writer notices that having the TV on in the background leads to frequent distractions and reduced productivity. To combat this, the writer decides to work in a quiet room, free from screens and other interruptions. They also set specific times to check emails and messages, rather than allowing these distractions to break their focus continuously. By eliminating distractions, you set yourself up for success. The key is to make procrastination difficult and focus easy. This way, the only thing left to do is to complete your tasks. Creating a distraction-free workspace not only enhances productivity, but also reduces the mental fatigue that comes from constantly resisting temptations. Ultimately, by identifying and removing distractions, you can create an environment conducive to concentration and efficiency. This simple but effective strategy will help you stay focused, accomplish your tasks more quickly, and achieve better results in your work. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the powerful world of Stoic wisdom. By now, you've discovered 7 transformative Stoic techniques to help you overcome procrastination and take control of your life. Remember, the essence of Stoic wisdom lies in understanding and mastering yourself, and these techniques are designed to guide you toward that mastery. We hope you found these insights valuable and are inspired to apply Stoic wisdom to your daily routine. Procrastination doesn't stand a chance when you harness the strength and clarity that Stoic philosophy offers. As you implement these techniques, you'll notice a shift in your productivity and a greater sense of purpose and discipline. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about Stoic wisdom and other practical life tips, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this content helpful, and share it with friends who might benefit from these Stoic techniques. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so leave a comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Together, let's embrace Stoic wisdom and transform our approach to overcoming procrastination. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.